I'm Mattia Hernandez, and I am a first-generation graduate from Robert Morris. I wanted to be a police officer, or I wanted to do culinary. I told my best friend, I was like, I think I can do both.
I came from Mexico when I was 16 years old. I always thought that whenever I have kids, I want to make sure they have an education so they didn't have to struggle.
I feel like it's more than just school. It's more than just the education.
A first-of-its-kind trial is underway this week at the Layton Criminal Courthouse.
3 Chicago cops are charged in a case linked to the infamous police shooting of Laquan McDonald. Only some observers argue this is a lot bigger. WGN's Tom Negevin back from court with that story for us tonight. Tom?
Yeah, you know, Joe, they'd argue the credibility of the entire Chicago Police Department is on trial there, and whether there's a code of silence among cops to protect officers who break the law.
This case is about violating the public trust. The case is clear, the case is straightforward, and it's concise. It boils down to what defendants wrote on paper versus what is shown on video.
And that's the central focus here, the discrepancies between what officers on the scene said happened and what the police video shows happened. They're objectively different things.
McDonald needed to be arrested. That's what police do when they serve and protect the citizens of this city.
We all know Officer Jason Van Dyke was found guilty last month of second-degree murder for shooting Laquan McDonald 16 times in October 2014. What's on trial now at the same courthouse is police credibility, whether former Detective David March, ex-Officer Joseph Walsh, and Officer Thomas Gaffney squared their stories to cover up for Van Dyke. All three are charged with official misconduct, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy, believed the first ever to face such charges over an on-duty shooting. Under scrutiny today, the police reports filed by David March.
In defense of his life, Van Dyke backpedaled and fired his handgun at McDonald to stop the attack.
Based on what I have been told, they were given and wrote the information that they were given, and I believe that they did their jobs correctly.
As with the Van Dyke trial, there are different sides. The police union, the Fraternal Order of Police, on hand, backing its officers, community activists, and faith leaders watching closely as well.
This is bigger than Laquan. This is bigger than Chicago. This is happening all over the country. Police are covering up murders of young people. Blacks are being shot down.
This is a continuation of the murder of Laquan McDonald. It's an example of the necessity of reform of the Chicago Police Department.
Now, they have waived their right to trial by jury. The fate of the three officers will be decided by the judge alone. Testimony resumes around 11 a.m. tomorrow at 26th in California. Live in the newsroom, Tom Negevin, WGN News. Joe, back to you.